Hey everybody, it's John King with Summit Funding. I have been getting more questions over the last couple of days from real estate agents simply saying, John, we love what you're sending us, but we're super concerned about what's changing in this market and looking for ideas on what you should be doing in today's market to take advantage of the conditions we're in and make sure that you're successful both in the short term and the long term. The first thing I want to share with you is a little bit of a story about farming. Now, I'm not much of a farmer, so I'm not really good at these analogies, or at least not this analogy, but I think it'll make sense, and I hope I'm not butchering it. But here's the deal. In business, we're planting seeds like farmers plant seeds. The difference is we've got to plant seeds that are tomato plants, and then we're going to plant seeds that are apple trees. And tomato plants bloom very quickly. In 2 or 3 months, you're going to get a bloom, and you're going to be able to pick those tomatoes very, very quickly. An apple tree, that's not going to give you fruit for a couple of years. And I want you to realize that how you drive your business, you have to be planting seeds that are going to turn into tomato plants. You have to be planting seeds that are going to turn into apple trees. The key is you cannot spend a lot of time nurturing each apple tree. You need to focus on the orchard. You need to focus on what things can I do for the business that isn't today business. What things can I do to build business down the road that when the market turns again, when things are hot again, I'm going to be successful? When you think about the economy and the housing market, and you look back historically, you're going to see patterns that give between 6 and 10 years of really good run, and then 1 to 2 years of not so good. And we're in the middle of that 1 to 2 years right now. So you need to figure out, how do I plant apple trees, but not spend too much time tending to the tree, but how do I tend to the entire orchard? Because you also have to make sure you're paying the bills today. And paying the bills today means that you've got to make sure that you're paying attention to planting tomato plants and that you're tending to each individual tomato plant. John, what does that really mean in real life? 4 things. First of all, keep staying in front of your database. Your database is everybody you've ever done a transaction with or has thought about doing a transaction with you. You need to be the expert in today's market. How do you be the expert? Literally, I'm demonstrating it for you. I am staying in front of you, and I'm giving you information that you can either repeat. Plagiarism is super valuable. I personally do not think there's value in an original idea. I think the value comes in the idea being presented from you. Now, maybe you're not comfortable on camera. Maybe you're not comfortable sharing this information or repeating it, and you feel like, John, I'm not comfortable giving that in a way that comes across confidently. Then simply forward my clip to them. Forward my YouTube video out to your entire database every time you get one and say, check this out. Myself and my lender are going to help keep you informed so you know the right decisions to make going forward. So that is step 1. Stay in front of your database and become the expert to your database. That is both a tomato plant and an apple tree. The second thing I want you to start thinking about is, how do I build relationships with business people that are going to be talking to my clients before they're talking to me? Now, in my business, that's easy. That's you, the real estate agent. You are talking to people who want to buy or sell and buy something else, upgrade, downsize, help their kids buy a home, and they're typically talking to you before they talk to me. But especially in times of concern and turmoil, which we're in right now, economically, people are concerned. Financially, people are concerned. So in these times, they turn to experts. Remember, step 1 is you becoming one of those experts. Step 2, get in front of and build relationships with the experts that they're asking for advice from. That's going to be their CPA. That's going to be their financial planner. So you want to start building relationships with those people. Start reaching out to your clients and saying, hey, who is your CPA? And would you be willing to connect me with him? Because I want to build relationships with great CPAs. Now you're getting a warm referral to that CPA and you're reaching out to them. And ideally, you can help keep the CPA updated on what's going on in the housing market and what you see on a regular basis. So that is step number 2. Step numbers 3 and 4 are, what are you going to do with your listings, your sellers, and what are you going to do with your buyers? So step 3, how to handle your sellers through this market. It's going to be volatile. We're going to deal with a huge amount of volatility over the next few months and possibly over the next 9 to 12 months. I think ultimately we're going to be in a recession about a year from now. Now, don't freak out. A recession means some people lose their jobs, but it means that the overall market has slowed down. Inflation should be gone, or at least under control by then, and interest rates are going to start coming back down. So for sellers that are looking to sell today, if they need to sell today, it's a matter of be creative. I'm going to start teaching you over the next few weeks about things like a temporary buy down, ways to give your buyer a better interest rate for the next couple of years and without having to significantly lower the price on the home, but instead provide an incentive to the buyer so they have a lower monthly payment for the next few years. So stay tuned for information on interest rate buy downs. And then when it comes to buyers are going to get greedy right now. Buyers are going to say, oh my gosh, either A, they're going to get greedy or they're going to get scared. But here's the reality. They should be neither. The greedy buyer is going to say, hey, price came down and I want it to come down even more before I buy. I don't see housing prices drop. I've put out many videos in the past. I'll continue to share those with you about why I think the housing market is going to stay strong, but I'm not going to go that deep into it in this video. But the reality is that your buyer has an opportunity now they've been begging for the last 2 years. They've been begging for an opportunity to get an offer accepted, and they weren't successful in getting offers simply because there were too many people trying to buy. When you have 20 people trying to buy one house, the other 19 are frustrated. Call back the people that stopped looking over the last couple of years. You know you have a bunch of them. You know you have a bunch of buyers who said, I'm out. I can't take the emotional toll of searching for homes, trying to get an offer accepted, and then getting it rejected. So I'm not going to try anymore. Now is the time for them to try. What I'm hearing is we're getting maybe 3 or 4 people that are looking at every home or that are offering on a home instead of 10 or 20. And I think you're going to see the same thing. Now it's in different pockets. They might have to look for a pocket that isn't in as high of demand as maybe another pocket that they might have been looking for, but there is huge opportunity for buyers right now. So make sure, as in summary, that you are focusing on what are my tomato plants right now. Those are your sellers that are looking to sell right now. Those are your buyers that have been looking to buy and maybe got out because of the emotional toll. They're a great opportunity to get back in. And I expect rates to start falling about a year to a year and a half from now, which gives the opportunity for the buyers that buy today to lock in today's price without being super competitive with other buyers and being able to refinance in the next year or two to capture a lower interest rate. Hope this all makes sense. Please continue to watch, share, subscribe. Looking forward to keeping you informed and have an absolutely amazing day. Talk to you soon.